Many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, is it worth it to get a foil War of the Spark apology sheet? After the fiasco of the War of the Spark Mythic Edition, Wizards of the Coast announced they would be sending those who had had their orders canceled an apology in the form of a free, uncut War of the Spark foil sheet of the Mythics and Rares. Is this an incredibly generous apology gift? A tone-deaf response? A folded $100 bill for free, or another misstep wrought with issues? In other words, is the apology sheet worth it to those who were affected? This is the question that has absolutely been pouring into my email, Twitter mentions, Facebook messages, and video comments. Many Magic the Gathering players are asking me this question, and though I usually don't review free consolation gifts such as this, I feel the overwhelming amount of people want to know about my perspective on this gift, as well as eBay's own form of an apology gift, as well as the larger implications all this raises for the company, the community, and the future of online exclusive distribution was all compelling enough to warrant a critical analysis. So, is this a good gift? Let's start with an obvious question that may not be quite so obvious to everyone. What are foil uncut sheets? Print sheets are 11 by 11 sheets of uncut Magic the Gathering cards. These are part of the production of Magic the Gathering cards, with each sheet containing only cards of one rarity from a set, the exception being Mythic Rares included on the rare sheet. Normally, print sheets are cut and then collated into booster packs, but Wizards of the Coast sometimes takes a few of these print sheets before they are cut to distribute as gifts, prizes, or charity donations. One thing I want to convey about uncut sheets is this: they are extremely rare, even more so these days, as in the past, uncut sheets were offered much more frequently as prizes for GP side events, but that has been dramatically reduced to the point that uncut sheets are currently only available on the GP prize wall for exorbitant amounts of tickets and primarily used as charity items by Wizards of the Coast. These are not items that you could previously attain easily. In fact, a quick search on eBay shows that, as of the filming of this video, there is only one uncut sheet available for sale, and that is of commons from Battle for Zendikar. So when Wizards of the Coast has offered to give every person whose Mythic Edition orders were canceled an uncut foil sheet of the rares and mythics from War of the Spark, this is both an unprecedented gesture and also one that is at least attempting to provide those affected with something extremely rare and special. In fact, the first reaction I had when seeing this as their apology offering was to exclaim out loud, "Wow, they are really going full gusto with this." But just what will these be worth? It's hard to price uncut sheets because they are so rare and so rarely for sale. I've seen prices much higher than the one sheet currently listed on eBay, sometimes in the thousands of dollar range, especially for an undamaged sheet from an older or more popular set. Obviously, the sheet being foil increases value, as does it being the rare mythic sheet. So again, this is definitely an extreme apology gift from Wizards of the Coast to everyone. But because it is indeed to everyone, or everyone affected by the Mythic Edition cancellations, the sheets are of course going to be worth less than the typical uncut sheet, a lot less, because of course there are more of them. A lot more. How many more? It's hard to say, as numbers were flying around a lot during the day of chaos on eBay, but I think it's safe to say somewhere in the 10,000, possibly even 15 or 20,000 customer range, if not more. There were a lot of people affected by this. These are the people who qualify, meaning Wizards of the Coast will be printing and shipping, all at their own cost, mind you, tens of thousands, if not more, of these uncut foil sheets. That, of course, makes them extremely more common and extremely less of a collectible. We can see from scanning eBay that there's a lot of these already thrown up and for sale in the price range of about $185 to $200. Which is a really good price on a foil uncut rare sheet in isolation, but perhaps more reflective of what happens when tens of thousands are printed off and sent off. So it's an extremely rare collector's item printed now in the tens of thousands, thus being less valuable in the immediate present, but certainly something that can rise significantly in value over time. They're never going to print more War of the Spark rare and mythic sheets. This is a one-time thing. It really is a collector's item. If nothing else, it appears to be an immediate $200, give or take. For those unhappy with it as an apology, you can just turn around and sell it and you got $200. I think that even though this situation has been unpleasant and stressful, and of course just deeply disappointing for many involved, getting a rare collector's item that can be traded in for $200 bills when in the end you did lose $0 is not a bad thing in the way of apology gift. It's certainly better by far than the pathetic and almost laughable offer of a $20 gift card eBay is offering those affected as their apology for their role in this mess. A role I might point out is technically bigger and more culpable than Wizards of the Coast's. In fact, eBay really is the party who messed up here. As I said previously, Wizards' biggest mistake was just choosing to go with eBay. Not only do I find the $20 gift card to be the absolute minimal eBay could do, but they are also putting a 2-week expiration code on it. You gotta be kidding me, eBay. A gift card for $20 that expires in 2 weeks? Why not just give us all 500 atoms in the Bethesda online store? Or buy everyone one of those now $1,000 and up Mythic editions that are being resold on eBay. How about that last one? Some individuals got dozens of these. Redirect that distribution using your deep pockets. No? $20 gift card that expires in 2 weeks? So we have a chintzy apology gift from eBay, a go-for-broke apology gift from Wizards of the Coast. In the end, is that enough? Is there really a problem that can be found with this? Well, I'd like to offer my biggest problem with these apology gifts. Not everyone who may deserve one is getting one. Either Hasbro or eBay or both have set up parameters for what qualifies for the apology gift. And those parameters appear to be, and I do want to stress that there are many emails from many customer service representatives flying around, but those parameters do appear to be that payment had to be successfully taken and then refunded in order to get the apology gift. This means that the huge number of people who attempted to purchase a Mythic edition only to have eBay slap back their payment as rejected, for example, though it shows their transaction and eBay would have their shipping and other contact info, that those people are being told that they will not get the apology sheet or gift card. Many others are being told various parameters are excluding them from these apology gifts, and so far it appears only a selection of those affected. And again, you should contact eBay and Wizards of the Coast if this may be you, but it appears that the money had to fully be taken from your account for a 100% successful transaction and then canceled by eBay Hasbro in order to qualify. And that by itself, I feel, is a mistake. Even those with slapped back payment declined issues were participating in this broken setup. And if eBay hadn't failed, those payments wouldn't have been declined necessarily. So if Wizards of the Coast / eBay has someone's info, their address, a record that a transaction was attempted, then send them the apology. Come on. And in still further addition, eBay and Hasbro may be getting irritated with those affected to the point of finding ways to rule out apology gifts even if they did fully take your payment. Because eBay has been sending some of us, myself included, requests for the customer to accept a cancel transaction request. But eBay itself states that when a seller sends a cancel transaction request, you should not accept it until you've gotten your money back, which many customers have not. So while that probably implies to keep the request open, many by default have declined it, and let's be honest, perhaps some people are going to decline it out of spite, which I feel is a reasonable frustration and an understandable reaction. What I feel is not reasonable is the messages that some people have received saying that refusing the cancellation request disqualifies them from the foil sheet and that $20 eBay card. If all of this sounds confusing, it is. If I have misspoken on a detail or two regarding the corporate bureaucratic hoops, I wouldn't be surprised. People have been sent contradictory information or none at all. I can't even get eBay to answer me. A $20 gift card that expires in 2 weeks is a terrible apology gift. An uncut foil sheet is an amazing apology gift, but neither should be withheld from anyone who is on record as experiencing and participating in this mythic mess-up. If there is any indication of a person being caught up in this mess, transaction completed or declined or accepted or whatever, if there is a name and an address and an email, then send them the apology gifts and stop trying to further screw customers out of things. Final conclusion. A foil uncut sheet is not as good as actually getting the product you wanted to buy at the price you wanted to buy it at, but it is an excellent attempt at an apology nonetheless. However, that does not mean customers do not have the right to still be angry, frustrated, or otherwise unhappy about how this process went down, uncut sheet or no. eBay's $20 gift card, however, is laughable. Never minding the small credit, a 2-week expiration date is borderline insulting and shows a complete disregard to their customers. Either or perhaps both of these companies working to avoid giving customers the apology gifts is even worse, and it is absolutely ridiculous that many who were affected by this fiasco will be denied their apology gift on a technicality. And with that conclusion, I feel this is my final word on this, save of course for a final plea to Wizards of the Coast to abandon this dream of cutting masterpieces from booster packs and cutting local game stores out of the equation. If you want to expand into this realm of online sales, then expand, but you don't have to take away in order to do so. Grow and keep a diverse system in place. This exclusive online sales system is just not the way to do this. Many Magic the Gathering executives should be asking the question, is it worth it to have exclusive online products? And I will say with confidence that the answer is no. It is not worth it. Support your Magic the Gathering community. And this program was made possible thanks to a sponsorship from Card Kingdom, as well as the Patreon support of viewers such as you. So thank you.